not just representation that matters. Well, there's a couple of things here. Like, quite literally, Birth of a Nation. There's no opinion about it, right? It is a propaganda tool. It was made to essentially rebirth the Southern cultural, genocidal, racist traditions that were, attempted to got rid of after the Civil War. And it's really not a surprise that film technology, or technology as a whole, has racist tendencies built within the very things themselves, right? I mean, if you look at any medium, the majority that, is the white majority throughout American history will use that medium to benefit itself, whether it's writing, whether it's camera work, whether it's film. These are methods of, to Mars's point, passing down ideology and ensuring that systems of thinking remain intact. And this is something that's very, very literal with Birth of a Nation, because after the Civil War, white plantation owners needed to ensure that they could have workers to continue tilling the fields for cheap, right? And in many cases, that's where the carceral system was born. And it's in the portrayal of the black freedman rapist, the mulatto statesman, Silas Lynch, and the mulatto housekeeper, that literally is telling white people, beware of allowing black people into society. They will rape you, they will hurt. I should have said content warning, right? They will harm you. And also, if you're mixed, then you're going to be ruled by these two, eugenic halves. One is an animal, right? A non-white, basically, animal, which is, they've used this term for all different racial groups, but specifically in this case, and most strongly for black people. And then with the other half, the white half, you have ambition and you have goals and you have, you're articulate, you can talk as a statesman, and these things clash, right? And this is the danger of mixing blood, right? This is a very literal thing that is done with Birth of a Nation. And it continues. It continues in the most mundane ways throughout filmic history, through storytelling methods, through the people you see on screen, how you see them. So that's why it's not just about representation, right? It's not just about having Black, Asian, Latinx, brown people on screen, indigenous folks on screen. It's like, how are those people being portrayed? Are they being portrayed as savages, wilds, worth killing and not worth hearing? And same thing with women, right? Are they sexual objects? Are they just people that don't matter? So it's actually like, in order to really do justice to these histories, you have to actually use the medium against itself and understand that camera work itself and lighting itself and even makeup and wardrobe, all of these things have messages tied to them culturally, through history, through time, and it's all deliberate. It's all very, very deliberate. So I think it's, with these things combined, Kuleshov, psychology, and just the use of propaganda throughout American history. These are not going away just because, or just if, more Black folks, more Asian folks, what have you, any racial group, if they win more Oscars, it's like, well, what was the movie that they made? What was the message of the film? With the clip that we saw, that was the portrayal, like her role was a portrayal of a mammy, which is in itself a racist role, right? She won an award for a racist role. And by the way, she was segregated from celebrating that award. So what is the victory there? The victory is, it's breaking ice, sure, but to what extent and to what ends is really what matters. So that's a little addition that I wanted to have there.